The Camino de Portugués. Imagine 2 weeks, 10 kilograms of luggage on your back, 2 pairs of shoes, about 300 kilometers, and you walk. Just you and nature, just you and small towns, just you and yellow arrows showing you the way, just you and your thoughts. The destination, the city of Santiago de Compostela. You think that's the goal, but on this path the goal comes to you. To everyone who sets out on this path, if you go the Camino alone. The Camino de Santiago gives you inspiration to change something in your life. It gives you time to have space for your thoughts, for thoughts that you push away from yourself in everyday life, for thoughts that you don't have time for, but are incredibly important, for thoughts that you are afraid of, but should face. I started in Portugal, and I walked to Santiago every day about 30 to 50 kilometers with 10 kilograms of luggage on my back, allowing me to question the world, to question life and myself like never before. It was an incredible experience that cannot be put into words. You have to have done it. And I hope that for you, that you get an impulse to walk your Camino, be it in Spain, in France and Italy or Portugal and wherever. But do this experience alone. Don't go with friends, with family, with your partner. Go alone. It's your path. Let me tell you why you should walk the Camino alone. Let me tell you something about limits. We all have our own limits. We have physical limits, we have mental limits. That's what we think. That's what we tell us. And you never know what your limit is until you went to the edge of your physical and mental abilities. Let me tell you a story. On the first day, I walked 10 kilometers and my body said, wow, I'm tired. And also my inner voice said, wow, you should have a break. I really tried to continue because I didn't want to stop after 10 kilometers, and I did almost 20. I was happy, but I was really exhausted. I slept the night on the beach. The next day I woke up at 5. I had an alarm. The security guard of the beach came and he woke me up and he said, hey, what are you doing here? So now I know it's not allowed to sleep at the beach in Portugal. So on the second day, I said, okay, let's see how much I can do today. And I did almost 30 kilometers. But how can it be? The first day I was exhausted after 10 kilometers. Or was it just my voice that was telling me, hey, make a break? Because there was more inside me, there was more power. There was more discipline. I could see it on the second day. So on the third day, I did the same. I saw 30 kilometers is no problem for me. I developed my own techniques. I was seeing when I need to change my shoes. I had 2 pairs of shoes, 1 sandals, 1 running shoes. And I figured out my technique. What is the best way for my body? When do I really need a break? When is it necessary to do a break? So I figured it out by myself. The crazy thing is, I think it was after 1 week. I had a good day, I felt energized, and I walked 30 kilometers, 35, 40, and I felt, okay, how can it be? I still have power. But in the first day after 10 kilometers, I was exhausted. Now I am at 40 kilometers. So I tried to walk more. I walk more. At kilometer 47, I stopped. But I still felt energized. I really felt I could walk more. But I found a really beautiful albergue. And I said, okay, I think it's enough. 47 kilometers is crazy. Because 1 week before I thought 10 kilometers is my limit. I really believe this. Now imagine, you walk with a friend, with a family member, with your partner. We all have our own limits and you will never figure out what is your limit. because you need to adapt to someone else. Someone else needs to adapt to you, to your needs. And I don't say don't talk to other people. I don't say don't walk with other people that you meet there. But don't do it all the time, because you will adapt yourself to other people's needs. And you will not figure out what is your need. Let me talk more deeply about the topic of needs. At home, you make compromises with your friends, with your family. At work, you make compromises with your colleagues. And that's fine. We need to listen to other people and to find a common ground. But when was the last time, the time that you were the priority? That you were listening just to yourself and not to other people? On this Camino you have the chance. If you want to play with a cat for 30 minutes, yes you can. I did it. If you want to have a coffee at 6 in the morning in a local Spanish restaurant, listen to the Spanish news, don't understand anything, and don't talk to anyone, you can. If you want to walk backwards because walking forward after 1 week is slowly making you crazy, it is fine. I was walking backwards for, some hours, and it was amazing. I like giving myself physical challenges, and I wanted to do a pull-up every time when I see a pull-up bar. So I did. When I travel alone, I don't like to ask people for making videos of me. But this time I tried to get out of my comfort zone, and it worked. They didn't kill me.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So during the Camino, I did over 100 pull-ups. And I didn't need to explain someone why I want to do 100 pull-ups, even when I walk every day over 30 kilometers. It was because I wanted to. Do you know what happens when you are long enough by yourself? An internal process can start. You start talking to yourself loudly and quietly. Just listen to what you are thinking. Just listen to what you are saying quietly and loudly. Just listen to how you judge. And then try to analyze. Is it really you that is thinking, saying, judging? Or is it something or someone else? If you don't understand what I said in the last 20 seconds, go the Camino alone, and I promise you, you will understand. And one of the biggest gifts that the Camino can give you is to show you your basic trust.
This is scary. This is scary. I'm in the middle of a forest and there is no light.
On 2 days, I started to walk at 5, before the sunrise. I could barely see what is happening 2 meters in front of me. But if you trust yourself, you will find the way, no matter what will happen. I had so many challenges on this way. A lot of times I got lost. A lot of times my albergue was booked. A lot of times I didn't know where to go. A lot of times I was hungry and there was no coffee or supermarket nearby. But at the end of the day and at the end of the trip, you will see, wow, everything worked out. I could do all the things by my own, even if I got help, but I could start the process to ask for help by myself. I met incredible and amazing people, and they really helped me with their stories. They helped me with the conversation we had. I had days where I walked 2, 3, 4 hours with someone else and we had a conversation the whole time. But then, after a time, I said, thank you so much, now I need to go my own way. trust yourself, don't plan too much, and you can have a life-changing, wonderful experience.